Is that the only email that we had? One from the cop apologizing?
We had that one. I've got a couple other ones. Don Hill, the mayoral candidate for Mesquite, sent a thank you.
Well, we talked about yesterday that's running, and who's it? Mayor Monaco.
Yes.
The incumbent doesn't want to even really address Don Hill.
Right.
Mostly because he's a kid, he's 18. I think he's retarded.
Well, he says, thank you for talking about the Mesquite mayor race. For the record, I'm not retarded. Okay. In Mayor Monaco's defense, I was in the same room with the mayor on one occasion.
That's just funny that he felt like he needed to put that in the public record. Just for this point, I'm not retarded.
Well, hey, you know what? Life of a politician, you got to make sure you stay in front of the message.
So what about what's his name?
Monaco.
Thank you.
He says, in Mayor Monaco's defense, I was in the same room with the mayor on one occasion. I was submitting my petition to run for mayor. He strolled in by coincidence, and out of respect, I walked up to him and told him my name and that I was his opponent. He seemed underwhelmed, to say the least. I shook his hand, and he smiled and didn't say anything. So by accident, we were in the same room once. He's declined the debate and all other forms of addressing issues, either in person or in writing. I'm not even sure what he stands for, except getting elected. I'm running on my own platform and really have a tough time gleaning anything from his. My uncle heard the bit live.
In this letter, Don sounds a lot more lucid than he did with emails with us in the past. The only reason I remember the name is he was a listener that wanted an autograph of everybody on the show, sent us a blank piece of paper, said, do you mind signing this? Gave us a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Yeah, he actually mentions that. He says, you pegged me correct. I am straightforward and never expect anything for nothing. I thought the autographs would have been a great gift. I was elated at the box you sent me in the past. After receiving a call from my uncle, I called the show, put on hold, blah, blah, blah. Also, he wanted to correct in the editorial yesterday, the writer had said he brought a PlayStation 2 with him to a meeting that Don Hill did.
For like a PowerPoint presentation?
Yeah, but it was actually just a PlayStation Portable. You just want to make sure you got that right. He's not lugging around an entire console.
Just the Game Boy version.
Yes. He finishes by saying, in Texas, there was a mayor that was 11 years old, elected. So I'm certainly not breaking ground. Again, thank you for reading the article. You and your team make even the most mundane things very, very funny. I figure in Massachusetts, if your last name is Kennedy, as long as you can shave part of your face, you can get elected.
What does that have to do with here?
Just saying you always got a chance.
Oh.
Sometimes a fresh face can solve problems. Thank you and Godspeed, Don Hill, Mesquite mayoral candidate.
I would guess the current mayor in Mesquite, nobody else is running against him. It sounds just like Don Hill is.
Yeah.
Most people aren't going to, almost 100% of the voters in Mesquite aren't going to know Don Hill. So why acknowledge him? Why do anything that's going to create any type of rift as far as you getting reelected?
Yeah. And to be honest with you, if I'm the mayor, I would probably try to take that same approach. However, I wouldn't ignore media requests like the morning news has done as far as a questionnaire on on the issues, things that need to be done.
If you don't give the media really anything to run with and they don't cover it, and so most of the voters just they're complacent. They go to vote for other things and go, all right, who's mayor now? All right, I haven't heard anything, seen anything. Let's let him have it again.
Yeah. Doesn't have any serious competition, so we'll just give it to the guy who's got the job.
When is does it say in Don's letter when the election is?
No, it does not. The mayoral stuff is usually, I want to say, springtime, so I'm going to guess May.
Alfie, if he calls in, find out.
Got it.
And then, if we get him elected, big write-in campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, he's on the ballot.
Yeah.
I want my own street.
It's Mesquite. You might get a building.
I don't want a building.
Just a street. Okay.
Maybe something like Military Parkway. It's a good long one. Or give me a strip of LBJ. There's our incentive to push him.
Call to action.
Oh, a building wouldn't be bad. What would I want? North Mesquite High School?
Ooh, I didn't think about a school.
Change the name.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What are they? The Stallions?
North Mesquite, I believe so. There's also the Skeeters.
I don't like Skeeters.
Okay.
sounds redneck. I like the Stallions.
Gotcha. North Mesquite it is.
Plus, I'm Italian.
Perfect.
All you have to do is add one word to the stadium.